The 2020 NFL season was the 101st season of the National Football League. The regular season started with the NFL kickoff game on September 10, in which defending Super Bowl LIV champion Kansas City defeated Houston. The playoffs were expanded from 12 to 14 teams, adding a third wild card spot per conference. The season concluded with Tampa Bay defeating Kansas City in Super Bowl LV at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, on February 7, 2021. The Oakland Raiders relocated to Las Vegas for the 2020 season, and are now playing at Allegiant Stadium as the Las Vegas Raiders. After a decades-long controversy, the Washington Redskins retired the use of their name and logo and adopted the name Washington Football Team. The season was impacted by the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. The most prominent changes were the cancellation of all preseason games and the 2021 Pro Bowl, the suspension of international games for the year, an allowance for players to opt out of playing the season without violating their contracts, the playing of games with either a greatly reduced audience or no fans at all, and the postponement and/or rescheduling of multiple games due to numerous positive COVID-19 tests among players and staff. The season took place before COVID-19 vaccinations were widely available. Despite these changes, all 256 regular season games were played within the original 17-week span with no cancellations. The last time NFL regular season games were interrupted was the September 11, 2001 attacks. This was also the final season played under the 16-game schedule, as the schedule was expanded to 17 games in 2021. Participants. Within each conference, the 4 division winners and the 3 wildcard teams qualified for the playoffs. The 4 division winners are seeded 1 through 4 based on their overall won-loss tied record, and the wildcard teams are seeded 5 through 7. The NFL does not use a fixed bracket playoff system, and there are no restrictions regarding teams from the same division matching up in any round. In the first round, dubbed the wildcard playoffs or wildcard weekend, the second-seeded division winner hosts the 7th seed wildcard, the 3rd seed hosts the 6th seed, and the 4th seed hosts the 5th seed. The first seed from each conference receives a bye in the first round. In the second round, the divisional playoffs, the number 1 seed hosts the worst surviving seed from the first round, while the other surviving teams play each other, with the higher seeded team hosting. The 2 surviving teams from each conference's divisional playoff games then meet in the respective AFC and NFC conference championships, hosted by the higher seed. Although the Super Bowl, the 4th and final round of the playoffs, is played at a neutral site, the designated home team is based on an annual rotation by conference. Bracket. Schedule. In the event of a COVID-19 outbreak, the league-stated playoff games or entire postseason rounds could be postponed, the bye week after the conference championships could be eliminated, and the Super Bowl could be moved up to 3 weeks later to February 28. None of these contingency plans were necessary. Wildcard Playoffs. Saturday, January 9, 2021. AFC, Buffalo Bills 27, Indianapolis Colts 24. NFC, Los Angeles Rams 30, Seattle Seahawks 20. NFC, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 31, Washington Football Team 23. Sunday, January 10, 2021. AFC, Baltimore Ravens 20, Tennessee Titans 13. NFC, New Orleans Saints 21, Chicago Bears 9. AFC, Cleveland Browns 48, Pittsburgh Steelers 37. Divisional Playoffs. Saturday, January 16, 2021. NFC, Green Bay Packers 32, Los Angeles Rams 18. AFC, Buffalo Bills 17, Baltimore Ravens 3. Sunday, January 17, 2021. AFC, Kansas City Chiefs 22, Cleveland Browns 17. NFC, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 30, New Orleans Saints 20. Conference Championships. As per an annual rotation used by the NFL since 1997 and made official in 2002, the NFC Championship game was the first game played on January 24 at 3:05 p.m. EST, followed by the AFC Championship game at 6:40 p.m. EST. Sunday, January 24, 2021. NFC, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 31, Green Bay Packers 26. AFC, Kansas City Chiefs 38, Buffalo Bills 24. Super Bowl LV, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 31, Kansas City Chiefs 9. Television coverage. All playoff games were televised nationally on network television. CBS and NBC acquired the rights to the two new wildcard round games. The coverage of the rest of the wildcard round essentially remained the same, with ESPN produced coverage of one wildcard game and simulcasted it on ABC, and CBS, NBC, and Fox televised each of the other three remaining wildcard games. CBS aired an alternate broadcast for its new wildcard game on sister network Nickelodeon, oriented toward a youth audience, called by Noah Eagle and Nate Burleson, joined by All That cast members Gabrielle Nevia-Green and Lex Lumpkin as a booth analyst and sideline reporter respectively. It featured explanations of rules, customized on-air graphics, and augmented reality effects including Nickelodeon's signature green slime on touchdowns. The telecast received critical praise from fans on social media and sportscasters, including those working for competing networks, on introducing children who otherwise may have never watched a football game before watching a game for the first time. ESPN also carried additional megacast broadcasts for its wildcard game, including the Film Room on ESPN2 featured extended analysis of plays, ESPN and Carrying Between the Lines, and a watch party on Freeform. NBC additionally aired its wildcard game on streaming service Peacock and in Spanish on Telemundo. Fox had exclusive coverage of both NFC divisional games and the NFC Championship game. Coverage of the AFC divisional games was split between CBS and NBC. CBS then had exclusive coverage of the AFC Championship game and the Super Bowl. NBC's Mike Tirico and CBS' Tony Romo worked remotely during the wildcard round after failing to pass their respective networks' COVID-19 protocols. Romo returned to the broadcast booth for the divisional round.